Hello, I'm Vicky from the Charity Retail Consultancy and Charity Retail Learning, and this video is to help you navigate the back end of our Charity Retail Learning site. So this is for subscribers who want to access their own information about your learners. So previously we've always sent out reports, but now you're able to access that through a portal at the back end. So I just want to show you how that's done. So I'm going to share my screen. So here's how you access the portal from starting at the home page. So if you're on the home page, you would go to My Account, assuming you're signed in. And that will take you to this page, which is a summary of your account. So it will show any courses that is registered for you, but also where you're a group leader. So on this here, where it says Group Leader Reports, we want to click on that, expand, and then we can access the CRL Group dashboard and reports function here. So you just click on there, and then that takes you straight through to the dashboard at the back end of the site. And then you'll see there's a range of reports at the back end of the site. Now, all of these are movable, so you can organize them in whichever way you like. So you can have it with the reports that you might be referencing more regularly at the top if you like. So these are some test accounts that we've set up. So what we can see here is that on the Learn Dash progress chart, you can see how many people have completed the courses. And then if people had partially completed courses, you can see that too. When there is a partial completion, it will also have a donut here that will show you the level of which they've completed. So they might be at 40% or 60%. But basically, you can get an overview of how many people have completed the courses. You can see here from my report, we've got 10 students and they've got 46 courses each, which is the full subscription access. Some of you might not release all of the courses at once, so you might have 10 courses or 3 or however you want to do it. But in this case, we've got 10 students and each of those have got 46 courses. So looking at the activity then, this is the recent activity that's been going on within your group. So you can see that Rebecca has been doing the STEAMer course. So you can see that she's just completed lesson 4 there and lesson 1 there. She's also done some gift aid training, and here's lesson 2 of the STEAMer course. So there's a whole kind of list there of the different users and the courses that they've completed. So here, if we scroll through, we can see Jacob's progress on his courses. The other thing that we can do here is export course data and export quiz data. Now, these are the reports that used to be sent out to you by us. And if we click the course, what that will do is it will automatically create a download of a CSV file, which shows you where people are up to. So we can open these up and we can see the courses that people have done and where they're up to. So we can see here that Robert, for example, has completed this course. He's done 2 steps of it. So, and there are 2 steps in that course, so he's completed the whole thing. So from A to I tells you all the information that you might have been used to getting through previous reports, which tells you the name of the user, their email address, the course title, the number of steps completed, the total number of steps in the course, whether they've then fully completed the course or not, and the date at which they've done that. It also then gives additional information, which is the date that they started the course, the time that they spent on the course, and a few other little bits of information that might be helpful for you. And of course, as a CSV file, you're then able to just use that as you would with any other Excel file. So going back to the dashboard then, you can also do exactly the same thing with the quiz button here, which will download the results of the quiz. So the first button downloaded the actual learning activity. This button will give you the data from the quizzes. So who's taken which quizzes and where they've got to. The next step here is the filters. So this means that you can look at your learners through different filters. So you might want to, for example, say, I want to see everybody who's done, for example, the resilience course, and you apply that filter and then it will show you nobody here has done that course yet. So you can filter by course, you can filter by user. So you can put all of the different tests in there, different names in there. You can look for courses that are in progress and courses that are completed, so you can get a full overview again from a different source of any courses that are completed. And you can also search by the date that people have started or ended the course. And that might be really helpful if you want to say, well, what's everybody done in the last month? Or I know that I set a goal 2 weeks ago for people to complete this course, so that you can put those dates in, and that will like trim that down to that last 2 weeks, so you're only seeing the data that you want. Obviously, you can change the number of lists per page. You can set the filter with this button, and then you can just reset it so it goes back to nothing, so no filters. The other thing that you can do on here with this little email button is you can send an email to all learners through our system. So obviously the accounts all have people's email addresses associated with them, so it would send them out to those emails. What I would say though, as it's coming from an automated email, is you might want to test that first and make sure that that doesn't go into spam, and make sure that your users can all see what they need to do. And then the final column here, which is LearnDash reporting. So this just shows you all of your users and where they're up to. So it's a full list of all of the activity that's happened with your users throughout your accounts. So hopefully that's going to be a really helpful way for you to be able to access your reports as and when you need them, and to see the data as you want to have them. So we hope that's helpful for you. As always, we're always here to help. So if you've got any questions or any queries, or you'd like a one-to-one session as to how to work the reports and how to go through it with us, we're really happy to do that. Otherwise, hopefully, that will help you access and understand your learners better. And as always, anything we can do to help, please just get in touch. Thank you so much. Bye bye.